Hi, can everybody hear me?
Yes, Mehwish,
Yes.
and we are live pretty much. Okay,
Uh,
Assalamu alaikum, audience, Assalamu alaikum, respected faculty of ZABIST, all the HOTs and representatives from the admissions. I'm Nausheen Hammad. I'm the counselor and the head of A levels at St. Michael's Convent School. I'm an alum of ZABIST myself, so very excited to be here. So, so this is, I think, this is the time that all students in the entire education fraternity is at a freeze, given the pandemic, given Corona, given our syllabus guidelines, our admission schedules. So, thank you, the team Zabis to actually have this session arranged, the career counseling session for admissions 21-22. So I would let's take it one by one. So for myself, I've been an educationist for the past 10 years. Prior to that, I was a GM marketing and sales for Maza International. And I'm also working on a startup youth development forum by the name of Weeds Counseling and Management. So I think I'm humbled. इतने department heads बैठे हैं यहाँ पे. So I'm going to request Dr. Hamad to please open the session and introduce himself.
Thank you, Ms. Nausheen. Yes, excited to be here. So, my name is 𝗟𝗏𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗃 Kayani, and I am Associate Professor and Program Manager of BS Biosciences and Biotechnology Program here at ZABIST. So, my journey here at ZABIST started in 2013 as a visiting faculty. Then I became lecturer, assistant professor, and since 2019, I'm working here as an associate professor. I did my PhD in biotechnology from University of Karachi in 2014. So that's a very brief introduction myself, and hoping to have a very fruitful conversation for students, upcoming students in our program.
Thank you so much, Hamad. Mashallah, that's not a brief, that's a very heavy introduction. So lovely to have you here. Thank you. Yes, Aneel Ahmed, how are we doing? So good to have you
Yes,
here.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. My name is Aneel Ahmed, and I'm working here as a program manager in Mechatronics department. I joined Jabis in 2010. Since then, I'm working here, and Alhamdulillah, we have started this program Mechatronic at Zabist. We are the pioneers in Sindh for offering this program, and I have did my bachelor's in electronics, master's in telecom and IT. Now pursuing my PhD in computer sciences.
Mashallah. I mean, thank you. I mean, and rightfully said, I think Zabis has been the pioneer of mechatronics. So
Yes,
amazing to have you on board, Aneel. Yes, Syeda Jabeen.
thank you.
My
Thank
name
you.
is
Thank you.
Syeda Jabeen Jahanzeb. I'm working here as Senior Manager Admissions, and right now the admissions are open here. And I would like to tell everyone that only 2 days are left. So
Okay.
please hurry up and fill your online form and come to admission office, or you may upload your documents. So this is the process. You'll get the admit card then.
Okay, Jabeen, you just have this very pleasing aura and personality about yourself, and I think rightfully so much required for the students by the students these days.
Yeah.
So you must be extremely busy lately. Lovely to have you on board. And yes, moving up to Mehwish Zaidi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Zaidi. I'm head of the Department of Media Sciences here at ZABIST. By profession, I am a visual communication designer, specializing in information design. I've been teaching since 2007 in the Valley School of Arts and Architecture, ZABIST. I've done my master's from Malaysia in Information Design. So there are very interesting courses and specialities that we offer. We have master's program, we have MS program, bachelor's of course. So looking forward for to the discussion.
Lovely, Mehwish. Lovely. We're looking forward to engage there for our students. And yes, we have Dr. Shehla Najib Sidiki with us as well. Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
I think there's some connectivity issue with her.
Yes. So, Dr. Shehla Najib Sidiki is the Assistant Professor and Program Manager for BABS and BS Entrepreneurship Management Sciences, ZABIST Karachi. We'll have a little bit of a distortion here with the connection, but in the era of, I think, digital communication, I mean, these are elements we have to bear with. So, welcome on board, Dr. Shehla. Okay, so taking the discussion forward, I don't know how many viewers we have yet. How about all of us really hit it off with Jabeen here with the admissions? Jabeen, I really have this as a counselor dealing with students. My basic question to you is the Cambridge exam. They got deferred, and then there were the A2s taking their exams, and the AS, not being there. You know how the admission process looks like. A student fills up an application with the first year result, and then you probably have your tests as well, and your panel of interviews, and you have your own academics calendar to start a session. How did your dates get impacted with this whole pandemic and Cambridge changing dates? And what do you have for students there? I mean, what is your word of advice? What is your take on it?
See, we are entertaining students who are appearing in A levels or in intermediate exams. They can apply on the waiting results, and we have given them option to that they may appear in October-November CAE session, and we'll entertain them on waiting result. We'll give them time to submit their results till January. So this is one thing, and the students who are from intermediate background, they can also apply on the basis of their matriculation result. If they have, because last year the exams did not happen, and they don't have any percentages of first year exams also. So we are entertaining them on matriculation percentage. If they have 60% in matriculation, they are eligible to apply here, but they'll have to show us their eligibility or any evidence that they are in second year. Because Karachi board has also issued motion certificate to them. Yeah. And CIE students can also apply, as I told earlier, that we are entertaining them. So they'll be having time.
Okay, no, right. I'd second that. In fact, Jabeen, managing admissions, your website is done so articulately. Khasi, आपके FAQs बहुत अच्छे से placed हैं, and I think every anticipated question is pretty much answered there. So, and when do you plan to begin your session, the new academic, आपका semester कब शुरू होगा?
We are planning to start it from mid-September.
From the mid of September. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So I think the A2 students would have had their results, and the intermediate students, like you said, will apply on the basis of the grade 10 results.
Yeah.
Acha, I had a little query from my students, Jabeen. कुछ A2 के बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने अपनी एंट्रीज अक्टूबर नवंबर के लिए डेफर की हैं, कैम्ब्रिज के बच्चे, जो A लेवल के बच्चे, कुछ ने तो अभी जून जुलाई में अपियर कर लिया. अब जिन्होंने अक्टूबर नवंबर में अपियर करना है और लेट्स से उन्होंने आपके साथ एडमिशन ले लिया, तो जब आपका सेशन शुरू हो जाएगा तो उनके कैम्ब्रिज के इम्तिहान भी हो रहे होंगे. So are we anticipating that anywhere? Do we have some cushion for those entries?
See, we have a policy for those students who will be opting October-November session. They'll be able to take only 3 courses instead of 6, because a normal students take 6 courses in first semester, and if a student is opting this October-November session, we'll give them only 3 courses instead of 6. So it would be very easy for them to appear in the A-level exam as well as to clear or to appear or to take 3 courses in ZABIST. Later on, those remaining courses will be offered them in summers or in any other semester. But right now, in this fall 2021, we'll give them only 3 courses.
Okay. So that, I think that's a good strategy. I mean, you guys seem to be well planned there. कि वो 3 courses लेंगे तो उनके पास enough time होगा पढ़ने के लिए. Okay. Thank you so much, Jabeen. And I think good luck to you. Students at our college are very excited about the admissions, and I think Zabist is one university which is very centrally located, and I wouldn't say city-wise centrally located. I think I'm talking as per my own school area. So pardon me for the biased statement, but I think it's the diversity of your courses. It is the faculty that students like they really place it in one of their higher priority choices. So yes, congrats for that as an admission lead. So coming to Dr. Hamad Afzal Kiani. Yes, Dr. Saab, a very heavy introduction, and you're leading one of the most sensitive departments. So, what is the like? Just I'm a little. If I'm a student and you have to give an intro to your department, what is it going to be? Yes, I think the video froze.
I guess.
Okay, so Dr. Hamad Afzal Kiani is leading the biotechnology and biosciences in ZABIST Karachi, and I think with biosciences, डॉक्टर साहब मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स अगर मुझे कहते हैं ना मिस हमें बायो साइंसेस पढ़ना है इसके जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज बताएं बायो साइंसेस पढ़ने के बाद हम कहाँ जाएंगे so I tell them okay you could be employed by FMCGs people who make all these fancy shampoos you could be in the quality control you could be in the manufacturing sector you could be in R&D you could be in research so that's what I tell them I mean I don't know validate me what is really the scope of biosciences in Pakistan in particular and globally later.
All right. So thank you. First, it is again particularly important for our students and any student for that matter to appreciate that life sciences degree definitely can contribute to society in variety of different health and biological sciences disciplines and career opportunities through different professional disciplines, academic and other research institutions, and definitely industry as well. So, taking example from again each industry or rather each domain of science, biological science would be our students definitely as an alumni are working in pharmaceutical companies. In fact, a couple of our students were selected through a young leadership program. So that tells you about the program we are having right here and the teaching that we are giving to our, the learning that we are giving to our students. And during this whole pandemic, if life has taught us anything, the study of life sciences is a way to go. I mean, all the biologists, virologists, whoever have developed these vaccines or rather working on different cures or have collected the data, being it epidemiologist or statistician, they all belong to this domain of science, life sciences that is.
True
So,
that.
I mean, opportunities are endless and students are our students, our faculty, uh, our alumni are contributing uh, in various fields of science. Even in this pandemic, some of our students have worked with the development of antibodies, or rather the isolation of antibodies, and they are working in the Dow University of Health Sciences. One of my students is basically working on the uh, methodology to develop a different way of collecting a sample because right now the sample collection is very much difficult in corona. So that's why we are saying that if you have to choose any science, choose the life sciences. I mean, it's the study of your life.
Right, rightfully so, Dr. Ahmad. I think these days, contemporarily, life sciences have always been one of the pertinent fields for sure. And Zabist has a wide variety. I think Zabist for your undergrad programs, you have biosciences and biotechnology, and you later stretch to public health and on a wider scope. So
So,
rightfully so, I mean, be it vaccines, be it be human health, be it be longevity of life, be it be quality of life, this is an applicable field. And
so Ms. Ashwin, may I add something here? So basically, we are offering three different programs, and you have just mentioned about the public, and then I was also mentioning about the epidemiologists and statisticians. So we are going to offer a new program, BS Public Health, from fall 2021. Other two programs are, mashallah, very much established, BS Biosciences and Biotechnology, and we have graduates in biosciences as well. So biotechnology program in the next year, inshallah, our first batch will be graduating. So Public Health is the program that we have started right now, and this program, as in itself, has a very high employability. As in this, the students of this program, as a graduate, they can opt for obviously vertical degrees like masters, and also uh, they have their own domain or niche in the public health sector as a healthcare specialist, as a healthcare worker. Obviously, by doing only BS degree, that can lead to the middle level or middle level managership or middle level uh, jobs. But again, it's about getting more education in the masters and PhD, and then they can have a very fruitful opportunities all around Pakistan and internationally, may I say.
no, no, rightfully so, Dr. Hamad, and also perhaps, like, being in the as the employment market, like, it is ever evolving. So this is one of the sectors which perhaps will only take a higher pitch in the years to come. So definitely, I wanted to ask you a very silly question, just like, pretending to be a student, because when students come to me as a counselor and they say, "Ma'am, हमारे पास ये, we have done biochemistry, maths, and we don't want to become a doctor. We really want to take up life sciences. What should I do? Biotechnology or biosciences? मैं किसकी undergrad degree करूँ? और दोनों में क्या फर्क है?"
All right.
So just a
So,
very layman question.
I mean, this is the question that is most often asked from me, and definitely from our faculty, other faculty teaching in our program. So not much difference, BS Biosciences and Biotechnology. Biotechnology is basically using the biological systems to develop a product. It is more of a product-based approach, and biosciences and biological sciences is more about the biology and basic understanding. But you see, be it a biosciences or biotechnology, uh, both the fields lead towards the research and further research and development. So, in terms of achieving goals, these two are not so much different. They can choose any of the field, because biosciences and biotechnology both are combination of so many other sciences, as you have just mentioned, biochemistry or microbiology or physiology or pharmacology. So if student is planning to choose any of these fields and they want to learn other subjects as well, biosciences and biotechnology are the way to go. So not much difference. They can choose any of it. But you see, if and right now our students, they are uh, very much goal oriented, program oriented, what they have to do, what they are planning to do in future. Some may be choosing to select biotechnology PhD or biotechnology career. So for them, biotechnology is the way to go. And
Okay,
same goes for biosciences.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hamad, and for developing, and producing would be a very commodity oriented term, but for enabling students to become life science specialists. And thank you very much. Zabist has contributed much to our young generation when it comes to enhancing and providing education opportunities. So thank you so much. So we'll just get on to more of life sciences and biosciences as the questions creep in. Now, after a bit of extremely scientific and information, before we get to Aneel Ahmed, let's just hit base with Mehwish Zaidi. Mehwish, how are you doing?
And good, thank you.
Mehwish, you're heading the media department.
Yes, yes. It's a
Yes.
very interesting field, and interesting thing I'll tell you about the field that what we teach here. But the most important thing that students at this time, especially living in this new world, new reality, interesting part with media is that students don't need to even get out of their homes to do projects. This field has sort of connected itself to so many fields: medical sciences, health sciences, business management, and all the other fields, that there are a lot of interdisciplinary projects that are available internationally. And a lot of our students who have not completed their degrees are working on projects online internationally. So there are a lot of opportunities, and not just opportunities. The field in itself has become so interesting with this. We take the word invasion very negatively, but there is a digital invasion in our life. And if understood positively, media has become quite interesting with this kind of invasion.
Rightfully so.
So
Gigi, go on.
what we teach here, like we teach film and television production, there is journalism major that students do, and advertising strategy and design in bachelor's program. And in master's, students can do masters of advertising, and then they can do MS in production, which Pakistan, and we are the only institute who's offering that MS in production in Pakistan. And then journalism is there, and then general entertainment content for television industry, which is again a very unique degree that we are offering. But especially for the bachelor's students, when you are talking about journalism, if you're talking about production and design, now we are not very dependent on heavy equipment. Production can happen with high tech, smaller equipment, which is available for everybody. We have such amazing technology in with Android phones, Apple की technology है, Android की technology है. There are a lot of productions are happening on phone, on your laptop. You have digital platforms like Netflix that you can produce films from. YouTube being a very, we think it's very simplistic kind of a platform and everybody can, but then YouTube is being used by a lot of filmmakers, a lot of journalists, and they're producing work, they're earning from it, they're doing, and they're getting international projects. So the field overall, and we are actually sort of teaching now from digital world point of view as well. Courses are upgraded. There are real life projects that students do when they are working with us. There are a lot of opportunities. So if a student is doing majors in production, there are a lot of projects that they then work, real life projects that they can work with the department, with the industry. Most of our faculty works in industry, so there are a lot of opportunities that directly come from. So we have faculty who's in advertising agent industry, making ads that you watch on television,
Yeah, absolutely.
we have
Absolutely.
faculty
No,
who's
maybe.
creating music for industry and for film. So that kind of interdisciplinary, you are in academia and yet you get the experience of the industry. Media के साथ ये बहुत interesting फायदा हो जाता है.
Absolutely. No, rightfully so. Like you mentioned that, you're going all digital and you have a very interdisciplinary layout of your program where you have industry leads, because it's more. I remember when back 2001 when I did my MBA from ZABIST, it was different. Like, we had to have DG beta production cameras and all that. Now it's just Android phones. And I mean, gone are the days where you needed PTV or channels to go air yourself. Now you just air yourself anywhere, anytime. And gone are the days of print media and big minute slots of prime time and low time of TV channels. It's so much about influencers picking up. So I think the entire canvas has changed for that matter. So a little question for you. I mean, belonging to an industry, you're heading the Department of Media Sciences. which is so volatile, which is like, which is all about disruptive technologies, which is all about, change. The only constant in this industry is perhaps change. So as a student, I get a little skeptical. It's a little bit of a twisted question. मुझे एज अ काउंसलर अक्सर ये लगता है कि कोई भी करियर चूज करते हुए आपकी अपनी पर्सनालिटी टाइप भी होती है. What is your personality type? I mean, are you okay with so much of disruption and so much of engagement? So when you're taking, I mean, as a head of this department, you interact with people who are there, you mashallah there yourself. Do you feel that there's certain type of people who really excel in this field, or you think it's really for everyone?
Okay, so when we think about media, we are thinking about creativity, and what I have experienced while teaching. I have worked with industry. I think every person is a creative being. It is how, even when you're doing your management sciences, a degree in management sciences or biosciences, you need that creative flair to figure out what's next. I wouldn't say it is true for just media that we are, with leaps and bounds, we are changing things within a month, things change, or within a year. I think it goes for every field nowadays. May it be medical sciences, biosciences, there is so much happening around the world. There is so much research which shows that creativity is the main ingredient no matter what you want to do in life. And
Agree.
the idea, the pace that world is moving is the pace where we are trying to create this world which is a positive world, which is positive to environment, which is positive to human rights. And to get those solutions, no matter if it is media or any other field, you need to have that kind of energy, the creativity, the energy where you want to learn more, where you want to sort of hopping
When you
from
hustle, yeah.
hustle, exactly, and figuring out and doing greater things if you want to achieve. So I think most of our students, no matter which field, when they're coming from schools and they're coming from colleges, they are in that age group where they have that energy about them. And
Absolutely.
and that energy, they just need to figure out if they how they want to apply that energy. Our media sciences, our department provides a lot of opportunity of doing hands-on work. So we send them to the studio, we give them equipment, and we say, go and shoot, go and record something, go and report something, go and design something, and figure out by doing hands-on work how will you provide solutions and how will you figure the problems out. So I think it's a positive thing that there is a lot of change, because that pushes students to
Yeah.
apply things.
No, agreed, Mehwish. Absolutely. I think Dr. Hamad, Aneel, and Jabeen and Dr. Shehla would second you there that be it any field, that energy, that passion, that hustle is required. So creativity is like, it is, it has to show everywhere for you to be able to pursue it. Okay, thank you so much. That was a very interesting conversation. Now, moving up back to our very our Mechatronics Engineering division. Aneel Ahmed, you are heading the Mechatronics department. You've been the pioneers. So अनिल, पहले तो मुझे थोड़ा बताइए कि मैकेट्रॉनिक्स होता क्या है. मैं बिल्कुल लेमैन की तरह पूछ रही हूँ आपसे.
Okay, thank you for giving me the chance. Now, mechatronics is a multidisciplinary field in which we have the combinations of mechanical, electronics, electrical, software engineering, controls. First of all, this is the integration of all these major disciplines. But while doing the mechatronic, student will become a well-equipped all-rounder. He can do a job with a professional skill sets where the all organizations who are searching for those persons who are multitasking, instead of having a single mechanical or electrical or electronic engineer, they will appreciate to hire mechatronic engineers so that those guys will have the knowledge of mechanical, electrical, electronic, and the programming as well.
True, true. And rightfully, like Aneel, thank you. I mean, this was information to myself as well. You put it very simply out there that mechatronics is sort of a combination and a higher degree which combines the software engineering and electrical engineering and mechanical engineering, and it gives you a more diverse multitasking facet to your profile as a graduating student, if I'm putting it correctly. And yes, pretty much so, that is the need of the hour. And Aneel, like जैसे आपके पास, you know, you have your undergrad students with yourself. मैं undergrad की बात क्यों कर रही हूँ? Because you know that's the kind of industry when you were like, you know, right now FSC and A-level students are more in question right now. So I'll stick to the undergrad programs. So like, I mean, जैसे like you have other bachelor programs as well. So how are the students taking the mechatronics undergrad program? Because you have been pioneers. I have so many students जो कि पूछते हैं मैम हमने mechatronics का degree करनी है and which university we go to, and yes, ZABIST is sort of top of the line. So A, what is the student perception of it? And B, how are the job opportunities or the employment or the entrepreneurship opportunities looking like for these students?
Okay. First of all, why ZABIST for mechatronics? Number one, because as I said earlier, we are the pioneers of offering this program in SIN. Secondly, we are the accredited program with Pakistan Engineering Council under level 2, that is outcome-based education system, Washington Accord. That
Very
makes
good.
our graduates more versatile in terms of job employment, student exchange program throughout the globe, and credit transfers.
Interesting, interesting.
Because under level 2, there is no any other mechatronic program at SIN this accredited so far.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And secondly, for we are offering the Bachelor of Engineering in Mechatronics, and in parallel we are offering the BS Software Engineering, BS Computer Science, and BS Artificial Intelligence.
Interesting. Interesting.
These are the courses which we are offering bachelor's level under the Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. So now, what makes the different ZABIST Computer Science Mechatronics than other public sector universities? We have the state-of-the-art lab facilities available on our campus, dedicated labs for computer students as well as the mechatronics students. For computer science students, we have the gaming lab where game development, server programming, there are so many servers available for the programming of the gamings. PlayStation development suites are available. We have the Cisco certified labs available. We have almost 300 plus Core i7 systems available dedicated for our students. And as well as for the masters, we are having a stream of data sciences, software engineering, network security, and the core computer sciences programs at ZABIST.
No, these
However,
Gigi, please go on.
You asked about the job opportunities. So after doing the mechatronic engineering, students have become to apply at manufacturing, medical sciences, automotive, defense, power sector, as well as at software houses. They can apply easily.
No, Aneel, mashallah, you have a very, very comprehensive offering of undergrad degrees. And interestingly, thank you for answering those questions. A very layman question again, like, you know, students who come with a subject combination of psychology, maths, and physics, for example, they can opt for your BS computer sciences program, your BS degree. Yeah. Which is bachelor's of social sciences.
Yes,
I'll have Jabeen with myself here as well.
Yes, so, with this background, sorry to interrupt, but with this background, student is eligible for social sciences, not for the computer sciences, because it's mandatory for a student that he should have mathematics background to apply for the BS computer sciences program. We have started a new program, BS Artificial Intelligence. He's eligible to apply there, but not in the computer sciences program.
Not in the computer. Okay, thank you for rectifying that, Jabeen. So basically, for any student who wants to take up a BS computer science degree or a BE degree, math would be an essential.
For mechatronics, maths, physics, and chemistry, and he should have a engineering background
Chemistry,
to apply for
yes.
BE mechatronics program, but it's not necessary for the CS.
The BS social sciences.
For CS, he should have a science background, and math should be there.
And maths should be there. Okay, okay. I think that's important information for our students, that he may not have physics and chemistry, and he may have other subjects, but maths should be there for the BS program.
Yeah, and when we ask for the equivalency, they get the equivalency, because normally in the CS, the students who come to us are from the pre-engineering background. So it becomes easy for them to get the equivalency from IBCC, which shows that they have a pre-engineering background.
Agreed. Absolutely. So I think myself and Hammad, we were of the opinion we'll take the questions at the end. So did Mehwish. We did have a question about, I think Aneel was mentioning about the facilities on mechatronics and how they have the whole department laid out. So yes, we did have a question. What are the facilities available for the mechatronics? And I think Aneel, you did mention that you have your labs there. If you want to take that question. Please tell us more about the labs.
We have the dedicated labs for our mechatronics department at SZABIST, and those labs are the state of the art. And we do not show exposing the student for the problem-based learning, but also we involve the student in applied research with the collaboration of HEC, ICT R&D funds, like these kind of projects.
Absolutely. No, thank you for that, Aneel. So we have, I think that's very comprehensive information for the students who are planning to choose their degrees and choose their universities in the coming academic session. So, thank you. So moving up to Dr. Shehla, if Dr. Shehla is audible. Dr. Shehla is the Assistant Professor, Program Manager for BABS and BS Entrepreneurship. And just due to some technical disruption, if we're unable to take her questions or have a conversation, I'm sure, our students can reach out to SZABIST and reach out to her personally or to Ms. Jabeen for any questions. So, Dr. Shehla, am I audible? Would we be able to engage? Okay, so I think, ma'am, there's a little bit of a disruption. I think living in these times, in power outages, internet disruptions, so we can, if there's any information regarding these programs, I believe it's explicitly available on your website, and would have been great if we could engage, but nonetheless, we'll just have a reconversation in a bit if we're able to fix the technological issue. So coming back to Jabeen, I think, as all of us being educationists here, with Dr. Hammad, Aneel, Mehwish, and Jabeen, our students are a little inquisitive about, for example, does an engineering student from mechatronics or computer sciences have the liberty to study any courses from media sciences or social sciences or any other program in the other semesters? Is that an option?
See, we define the total course outline in the prospectus every year. But if student is interested to take any extra course, then he'll have to consult with the relevant program managers of, where he's studying and where he wants to. Suppose if he's a student of mechatronics and he wants to take course from biosciences or media sciences, then he'll have to take the permission from both program managers. And the more important thing that it does not reflect on his transcript. He'll get the certificate for it, but it won't come on his transcript.
Okay, so it won't
this would be considered as a certificate course or an extra course, so it won't be there.
Interesting. So basically, if a student is interested in some other interdisciplinary learning, he could go and learn and take a certificate, but that's not going to reflect in the credit hours of the respective degree program.
Yes.
Okay, rightfully so. It does give the students an opportunity to learn cross-section, though. Okay, thank you for that. And also, Gigi, please go ahead.
Okay, so when students are planning their future, okay, bachelor, they're going to do bachelor, let's say in biosciences or engineering or whatever field, they should also keep in mind that eventually if they are planning to do MS, for example, media sciences, now internationally a lot of students from health sciences background are going towards production or journalism because for their MS internationally, because there is a very interesting field now which has to do with healthcare journalism or health sciences journalism. So a lot of doctors background from health, bachelors in health sciences, then they do either production and then they start working on documentaries, start working on reports for broadcast media, for international media, from the point of view of healthcare systems around the world, especially in the fields. So internationally, where there is a lot of philanthropic work and a lot of volunteer work is being done in many Middle Eastern countries, African countries, from the point of view of health sciences. So students with MS in production or journalism, they're working in field producing a lot of data, and a lot of interdisciplinary research is also happening. So if student is planning to do, like even if health sciences or engineering, they can eventually opt for our MS program if they plan to do their masters and have a combination of subjects. And internationally, that will help them a lot to have a very enriching career.
Interesting. Thank you so much for that add-on.
Can I add, Gigi? I would just second what Ms. Mehwish has said. Obviously, there are certain degrees and especially certain courses like ecology, biodiversity, conservation. For that, you need to have at least a basic understanding of this media sciences, different courses of media sciences. आपने देखा होगा on National Geographic, on Discovery Channel, there are so many different photographers out there and they have a background in biological sciences as well. So for that, you need to have basic understanding of media sciences. And similarly, you were asking Ms. Jabeen about the different courses, if they can take up an interdisciplinary approach. So that's where our programs are at advantage, because you see, in biotechnology and biosciences program, we do offer at least a couple of courses of business studies. And there are other courses of other, like some courses related to more of an engineering, students can excel there. And also, again, students can choose these courses and study these courses as a certificate courses during their summer semester or even their regular semester, if they want to and if they have time. So again, our students definitely are much equipped in terms of studying for different fields or different domains of sciences that are out there.
No, thank you, Ahmad, for this addition, and rightfully so. I think how ZABIST values interdisciplinary learning, for example, for National Geographic, to be able to engage in ecology and biodiversity, you have to have some media sciences layout. So yeah, definitely agreed. And I think we have a question of Fahad Zuberi on screen. We'll just take that, Fahad. I think also as counselors, we're always so focused on, like, oh, you have these grades, so you take this degree and you take this university. But we also need to take it a little step further कि जब आप यूनिवर्सिटी में चले जाएंगे तो आपकी quality of life क्या होगी, आपकी quality of learning क्या होगी, आपके life chances क्या होंगे. So that's very important too. So most definitely, like, if you're enabling that, that's an advantage for the students. So yes, coming to one of our audience questions, and I think we have a refurbished connection with Dr. Shehla as well. So Dr. Shehla, just coming to you. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Finally, I tried my best.
So good to have you on board, ma'am. Yes, we'll just take an audience question, and ma'am, we're on you. So, can you tell us about the different societies in which students can be involved? So, Fahad, I'm not in ZABIS, but I can say to the magnitude of co-curriculars that come out, there are many societies. I think Jabeen and the faculty members would be the right people to say that, but I can definitely tell you a heads up, there are many societies. Yes, Jabeen, if you'd like to answer that.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yes, Jabeen, we have a question. Can you tell us about different societies in which the students can be involved in?
Yes, we have different societies. We have different clubs where the students, and we have a student advisor for that. So the students who come here, they can join the societies, and I am sure that because I'm not relevant to this, that's why I can't answer it properly, because we have an advisor for this, and he deals with Mr. Bilal Zubaidi is there. He deals with it, and he's looking after all societies.
So Nausheen, I take care of. I basically take care of art and culture society in ZABIS. We have sports society, we have debating society. There are a lot of societies working with social issues. So there are. They deal with philanthropy, they deal with a lot of human rights issues, especially in Arts and Culture Society. I have students from all the departments that are there. So under Arts and Culture, we have theater and film, then we have culture, club for culture, and then we also have a literary society. So there are book clubs, there are film clubs. Every year, COVID की वजह से obviously इतनी activities नहीं है, but every year at Arts Council we do theater festivals, and schools and colleges from all around Karachi, sometimes even Hyderabad, they all participate. So it's and then we have a music competition, so bands all over from Karachi participate in that. We have exhibitions, we have a lot of talks with very interesting people from industry, literary personalities, actors. So there is a photography exhibition. We take students for culture walks when we do photography around Karachi. We are working on a very interesting project. So every year I also take care of publications, and these members of these societies work with publications. So we have a magazine coming out, and there are themes, and students write in that magazine, and their work gets published. So yeah, there are a lot of societies, people, and we work with environment and all of that.
No, I think that answers Fahad's question. And last question, we're taking up the forum and over to Dr. Shehla. Muhammad Danial has asked that can a student with economics, accounts, and maths and A levels opt for BS Computer Science program, as he will get an equivalency of pre-engineering? So I think I will have somebody to say, as he will not get an equal. So I think, yes, Daniel, we did have a bit of a conversation where Jabeen mentioned that as long as you have math and other subjects, you can opt for your BS Computer Sciences. However, for a BE degree, you need a pre-engineering equivalency. Jabeen, correct me if I'm wrong.
If a student gets humanities equivalency, then we don't entertain that student for BS Computer Sciences. So with this economics, accounts, and maths, he won't get the equivalency in science subjects. So it would be difficult for him to join in computer sciences.
Okay, so Jabeen,
it's not necessary that he should get the pre-engineering, but he should. But we do prefer the students who have mathematics and computer sciences.
Okay. So correct me. I have because that's how I pitch it to my students as well. That if you have an equivalency of humanities, for example, and BS is a social, it's Bachelor's of Social Sciences, Computers, right? So even for that, are you looking for like a pre-engineering degree? I mean, pre-engineering equivalency?
We don't want pre-engineering, but he should have science equivalency. Because, this program, BS Computer Science, is accredited by NBAC. NCAC, sorry. They don't allow us to entertain students without mathematics. So,
Okay,
but
okay.
but as I told earlier, that we have started another program, artificial intelligence. That's the same program. They are eligible to apply for artificial intelligence, BS
So
artificial
coming back
intelligence.
to, thank you, Jabeen. So coming back to Daniel questions, अगर economics, accounts और maths है student के पास, तो BS computer science में admission लेना challenging होगा, वो eligible नहीं है.
वो इसीलिए मैं कह रही हूँ कि he can apply for BS artificial intelligence. That's the same program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. ठीक है. Daniel, I
also in the
hope
computer
that answers your question. Okay, so we have a comment from Fizan. Thank you so much for a very good validation that ZABIST is the best for computer sciences than other universities. And now we need to speak to Dr. Shehla. Yes, ma'am, how are you?
I think she's having connectivity issue again.
G.
So I would like
Dr.
to tell you, Nausheen, that we are offering 4 programs in management sciences at undergraduate level. As Shehla is not audible, that's why I'm telling you that we are offering 4 different programs. Number 1 is BBA, and the other one is BS Accounting and Finance, BS Entrepreneurship, and BABS, that's BABS, BA Honors in Business Studies. It's an international program of Convent University. If a student wants to do 4 year at ZABIST, he may opt it, and he'll get the degree from ZABIST. But if a student wants to go abroad, he may proceed to Coventry, and he'll earn an international degree of Coventry. So it would be a 3-year program then.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jabeen, for the run-up. And yes, the information is explicitly available on your website as well. And Dr. Shehla did make a few attempts, but we thank you for filling in for her. One pertinent question is that what are the I think Dr. Shehla would have been the right person to answer that. Students, whenever students are a lot into the career of finance, so they often ask me, ma'am, should we go BS Finance and Accounting, or should we just go for Chartered Accountancy? I mean, it's like, this is one of the things I really wanted to engage her with. So maybe that could be for later. And coming to you, Jabeen, let's say agar koi student BS Finance and Accounting karta hai ZABIST se, they offer it, और later on वो CA करने जाता है, तो क्या कोई exemptions available है उन बच्चों के लिए?
ACCA के लिए we do offer exemptions. उसमें आपका F1 से F9 तक जो है आपका वो exempt हो जाता है. F1 से F9 तक आपके exempt हो जाता है. You will have to appear in 4 courses only, and you will get the certificate of ACCA.
Okay, that's very interesting. And another one, I think our students can reach out individually. I have a very nice जो Bachelor of Arts का program अपने BABS है, BABS and BBA. So I think you did clarify on the components there. Okay, and just a general question, I think, just to all of us, I think, especially to Jabeen right now, the popularity of BBA, it's somehow on the decline, somehow, I mean, BS has kind of picked up. Maybe it's a fashion, maybe it's a need of the hour, maybe it's more industrial, maybe it's more entrepreneurial, but, and I see various universities engaging in new programs, new degrees, evolving. So, sitting on the admission desk, do you see a change of stats, or is it just a myth of us counselors that is BB on a decline?
No, I don't think that BBA is on a decline, because there's diversification. The new programs are coming in the field of management sciences, but you can't say that BBA program is declining, because the first preference is BBA. If they want to opt for management sciences, they apply for the BBA, and then they come to the other programs. BS Accounting and Finance is doing very well, very well. I mean, but BBA is not on the declining side.
Okay.
You may call it a myth there.
Okay, rightfully so. So, coming to, I think we're almost an hour up, and let's we're like going towards the close of our webinar. Just a very general question to all us panelists here. I think let's just take it one by one from each of you. When you're, and I'm asking this on behalf of my students, like when you're taking a candidate in after you've done your due diligence of the documents, the grades, and you're interviewing them, what is that one trait or one personality element you're really looking for? So I'm going to take it really one by one from all of you, a trait from each. And I think I'll really start with Dr. Hammad here.
All right. So for us, I mean, any biological sciences candidate, they must have aptitude. Or when we say aptitude, people say that aptitude is different from attitude. But in our case, biological students, if they have aptitude, they have passion for this biological sciences, they must have that attitude as well. So for us, aptitude or passion for that biological sciences studies must be there. I mean, student must be forward looking. They what kind of labs they want to perform, what kind of research they see themselves into, what are their career goals after doing BS. See, BS programs, we all, I mean, are sitting here and pitching for undergraduate program mostly. But you see, BS programs are primarily a launching pads. Students, they are getting their degrees, but after that, whether they have to go for further studies like for MS or PhD or for any job, they are just studying what is there is somewhat basics to that field of science that they are studying. So for me, aptitude and passion.
Aptitude, 10 on 10. Thank you, Dr. Hammad. Yes, Mehwish, how is your take on this?
All right. So, what I think, what we look for is their willingness to learn and then experiment with what they've learned. The second thing is they should have this futuristic, forward-thinking approach towards whatever they want to do, and the awareness of the world around them, the problems around them, the climate, the environment, the socio-political situation, and the willingness to experiment to figure out how their passion in the world.
Amazing. I think willingness to hustle with awareness and a futuristic approach, like you mentioned. Absolutely. Those are valuable insights for our students. Yes, Aneel, what are your key performance indicators that you're looking for in students?
While during our interviews and the test, we look forward that students approach, logical approach, how their problem solving skills. Number one. Number two, what are their objectives, where they can see themselves after the completion of the degree, how they can impart their education for the society, for the world, for the country, how fruitful it will be. So the main thing, what are their objectives, aims, why they are doing this degree, what things motivate them to do this mechatronic particularly rather for going for other disciplines, and their skills of logical problem solving.
Right. Objectivity, clarity, absolutely. When they're engaging in something so demanding, they have to be clear why they're doing it. What's the larger purpose? So yes, thank you, Aneel. Yes, Jabeen,
Welcome.
what are you looking for?
Well, second, Dr. Hammad, that aptitude is the main thing which we look for. After checking the eligibility and after conducting the test, we look for the aptitude and the subject knowledge of the students and his passion towards the program.
Okay, aptitude, passion, absolutely. So we have aptitude, we have passion, we have futuristic thinking, adaptability, focus, clarity. So thank you. Those are, I think, very basic elemental traits for students to move up and choose careers. So before the close, let's just have a quick run through the questions and the audience. Yes, Abdul Basit, thank you so much. Fahad Zubairi, thank you. Muhammad Danial, thank you very much. He's one of my students. And Faizan, thank you very much. Fahad has another question. Okay, before Fahad, we go to a question, Harith Sheikh. And let's have a run up. We have, okay, I think it's Inoxin, Saju, great ideas. Thank you, Dr. Adil Ansari. Thank you very much. And we did have a comment from Amna Bashir as well. So, audience, thank you for engaging. Last question from Fahad Zubairi for BBA. Fahad, I think Dr. Shehla couldn't join in. However, Jabeen, if you'd like to answer to Fahad's question, can you tell us about the BBA program?
BBA is our flagship program, and we are offering this program since beginning. It's doing very well. We offer management. The management sciences offer this program, and the specialization are HR, management, marketing. So.
Your voice is going, Jabeen. Okay. Okay, I do. I think, Jabeen, we just missed your voice for a minute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yes, I was telling that the special.
That's better. Now we have completely lost her.
Okay, so I think she's been extremely present. So, Fahad, I hope
Ms. Nausheen, can I ask one question? I mean, table must be turned. Obviously, you were the graduate of ZABIST. So, again, as a counselor, you must be dealing with a lot of queries. So, I wanted to know that what is the inclination of the students? What careers they are opting for or aspiring to be able, what they want to become? I mean, you must have an idea about St. Michael's at least.
Yes, yes. Dr. Hammad, I think the student of today, be it a diversified career, be it like Jabeen mentioned, that it's a flagship course, BBA is a flagship program. Be it like a BE mechanical engineering or BE mechatronics, BE life sciences, BE media sciences. I think the student of today understands the need of the hour, which is they have to excel in anything that they do. And with the global changes, there is no space for mediocrity anymore. So students understand that. So they want to choose a degree and choose a university that best suits their personal profile, the industry profile, and definitely what they enjoy doing. So when they come to counselors, they're really saying, okay, ma'am, hum kaun si degree mein apply kare? Acha, hamare to ye grades hai, hamare to ye subjects hai. Acha, lekin, and when they're choosing universities, with universities more like, obviously there are home opportunities and there are opportunities outside of Pakistan. So what students are really looking for is definitely, all of them want to make their mark eventually at a very young age. They just want to make it big out there. So they are hungry for a degree and for a university that gives them the exposure to make it worthwhile in the employment and the entrepreneurship world. That's what they're looking for.
Thank you.
Okay, we do have, thank you for the question. I have a student saying this is the most pleasant surprise. Hello, ma'am Nausheen. Hi, Hera. Lovely connecting with you here. And we have another question. Does ZABIST offer any scholarships from Ijaz Khan?
Yes, we do have different scholarships.
Okay. Which should be available.
We have scholarships, we have merit scholarships, and we have a department who's looking after scholarships. If any student is interested, he may contact us for scholarship.
Okay, so there's an interesting question. Is there any course to become a career counselor? I like this, Seher. That's my favorite question, yes. Over to all of you.
No, we are not offering any course for career counseling.
Okay, however,
Unfortunately.
I'd like to add to this, Jabeen, that Seher, thanks for asking this. I think yeah, there should be courses for career counselors. However, I think the kind of career counseling we have in Pakistan right now, there are forums where you offer specialized training for that. And I think, like all of us mentioned here, naturally the aptitude and the training and the degree is imperative. They don't do things, but like all disciplines, this has to have the right passion. So if you're an extremely people's person, Seher, you could opt for this. Otherwise, forget it. So so thank you so much for all the questions. Since we do not have another question, shall we call it a wrap, all of us? Yeah. Okay. So how about we just sign out individually? So I like on behalf of ZABIST, on behalf of St. Michael's, I'd really like to thank the audience for being here. I think we had quite a bit of engagement and likes and hearts and views and some comments. Thank you so much. I think ZABIST is lucky to have like the most amazing team members. It was lovely engaging and having us together here. So that's a sign off from me. And yes, over to all of you, starting from Hammad.
All right. First of all, thank you, Ms. Nausheen, for arranging this session and obviously communicating with us. As far as the BS Biosciences program and BS Biotechnology, I can say that to sign off, we can say that we have, mashallah, very qualified faculty. Most of them are PhDs. So if you are planning to join us, please do apply in this week. Obviously, the admissions process is finishing on 10th. Obviously, the date is finishing on 10th of June. So please do apply. And thank you. Thank you for this session. Obviously, questions were very apt and we have covered it very nicely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. G. Aneel.
Thanks for the session, Madam Nausheen. Very well organized, and we ask the student should apply, and best of luck for their futures. That's it. Thanks from my side.
Thank you, Aneel Ahmed. Thank you so much. And yes, Mehwish.
It was a pleasure, Nausheen. Thank you so much for hosting this. Very interesting questions. It is always good to connect with students before they join, especially before they are, when they're planning to join the university, any departments. So they should keep in mind that ZABIST is providing them with state-of-the-art facility, that there are labs are there, film studios there, sound studios there, dedicated lab for computer sciences, media sciences, anything. In all programs, you have facilities there. You will have faculty who are involved in industry, who have knowledge, who are qualified, and who are quite helpful. We engage with students at every level. There is a lot of communication that happens. So I'm looking forward for all the students, your students, to apply and and then teaching them.
Thank you so much, Mehwish. It was such a pleasure. Jabeen.
Thank you, Nausheen. It was a very interactive session. And in the last, I would like to tell your students that 10th June is the deadline. They should apply. Our admission forms are available online, and we are offering 14 different programs at undergraduate level. So they may apply in we have 4 programs in management sciences, 2 in computer sciences, one at one is Mechatronic Engineering, and 3 programs in biosciences, 1 in social sciences, 1 in media sciences, and 2 at law. So they may apply, and the admission online forms are available at our portal, admissions.zabist.edu.pk.
Nausheen, I just want to add something. I'm sorry, I just want to add something. I think Jabeen and everybody would agree on that. All of us are here, head of the departments, program managers are here, and if your students would like to contact us, come meet us for the guidance, they can do that. If they want any guidance, which department to go to, aptitude ke hisab se, if they want any counseling. So especially I'm on campus, and I'm sure everybody is on campus, and we can come and contact Jabeen, have an appointment with us. students.
No, thank you so much, Mehwish, for
Agreed.
mentioning
One thing
that.
more, I think I would like to add, Madam Nausheen.
Ji.
As Mehwish said, we are here. Yes, obviously we are here. So as seeing is believing, we encourage the students and parents, if they want to come, visit our laboratories, the campus structure. So we love to give them the visit to our labs and the facilities which Jabeen is providing them.
Oh, thank
And
you
also,
so much,
if you
Aneel.
also have to look at the projects, the previous thesis projects the student has done, films and all. So they can have a look at that as well. So they have, they will make an informed decision when they are, applying for it.
So thank you so much, Mehwish, Aneel, and Hamad for seconding Jabeen like this. And yes, for all the students, lucky you, yourself and your parents can have a reach out to the entire library, facility, campus, projects, all that SZABIST has to showcase. And I really appreciate your transparency, your availability, what you offer to the students, and how much you enable and empower them to make an informed career choice. So thank you very much for that. And lovely connecting with the students here, especially with Daniel and Hira. Thanks a lot. Love you a lot. And for all the audience that connected, we're humbled that we could connect for this hour together. So signing off. Thank you so very much. Have a good day ahead, all of you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Bye.